Today we're going to take a look at one of the most important technical aspects of making video for teaching: sound.
Sound? Isn't this a visual medium?
Ironically, even though your audience might be more aware of the visual, it's the audio, and in particular, bad audio, that will be the most distracting to your learners.
So what? I mean, the camera's got a microphone on it.
Microphones don't hear like people do. A person has ears with little drums that vibrate based on sound waves and feed information to the brain. At first glance, microphones work the same way, converting vibrations in the air to electronic signals. Now, the big difference is that people have brains, and the brain does some pretty amazing processing. You can be in a crowded restaurant and focus on a conversation of the people at your table, or you could tune them out and eavesdrop on the people at the next table. But a microphone is brainless. It treats all sound the same and doesn't have a way of filtering out information like your brain can. What's the solution? We put the microphone close to the source of the sound we want to capture. You've been listening to a microphone that's very close to me. So let's turn that off and switch to a microphone that's on the camera. Take a listen to the sound now. I sound more distant, less clear, and you're hearing a lot more of the noise of the room. For this program, we're going to look at creating media using mobile devices like smartphones or tablets, and we recommend using a clip-on mic that plugs into your device. So let's take a look at one of these clip-on microphones, or lavalier or lav. It has two parts: a small microphone that's connected by a wire, and a clip that you can use to attach it to a shirt or jacket. Let's start by looking at this microphone. If it's far away from what you're recording, or even not really that far away, it's not going to pick up sounds very well. Obviously, this is not the type of microphone you would hold. It's one you would clip on. To do that, use this little clip. Slide the microphone up into this point. Where does the microphone go? How far away should it be? I like to make a pretend phone call. Hello? And that reminds me how far away it should go. This is about how far away it should be from your mouth. I'm already wearing a lavalier right here. So we're going to put this one just in the same area. So here's the other end of the lavalier that I'm going to plug in to my phone. But I recommend take the 2 seconds to actually hide the cable so no one has to see it going across the video. So now I'm going to connect this to my phone. On iPhones, you'll find a built-in app called Voice Memos. If you're working on Android or a tablet, you may have to download a voice recorder, and I have a few recommendations for that below. You see, this app is pretty simple. It does one thing: recording audio. You hit this big red button to begin, and then you'll see a blue cursor going across the screen, and it gives you an indication. Those lines moving out to the left of it are an indication of how loud the volume is. So if I stay very quiet, the lines will only move a small amount. And if I yell into my microphone, they will be much louder. So I'm going to go ahead and hit stop. I can play this back by swiping on this little timeline here to move my blue cursor back to the beginning. I'm going to hit play. I don't hear anything. So if you hit this little speaker button, it'll use the speaker output on your phone, because quiet you. Because when you have a microphone plugged in, your phone is so smart, it's going to assume you have headphones plugged in that you want to listen to. So one other thing you can do here with this app is if you click on this square that's got little circles popping out of it, it allows you to trim the start and end points of your recording. So let's say I want to remove that point where I was hitting the microphone. I can drag on this end to go in front of that and hit trim. It'll ask me to confirm, and then I'll get rid of everything that's outside of that. Hit done, and give this a name, and hit save. Now I have a 18-second recording that I can listen back. This app works well if your final goal is to create an audio file, but we'll use different tools for later projects when we want to add audio recordings to video and images. Today's project is for you to practice making, trimming, and saving short audio recordings. You should aim to talk about something you might really talk about in a class for just 20 seconds or so. Make the recording and listen to it. Get used to hearing the sound of your voice. It sounds different than you think. Do this at least 3 different times. What can we take away from today's lesson? Microphones are different from your ears. You need the microphone to be close to the sound you're capturing. With a lav mic, that's roughly 8 to 12 inches away from your mouth. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.